So, tell me something terrible. When are we going to move the pod studio back upstairs? Are you ready?
Yeah, we can do it now.
Because if we're down here and the heat kicks on, they're going to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
is
clunk.
Yeah. Do you guys have a bomb going off?
No.
A meth lab in your house?
Yeah, are you recording next to a running car? Nope, that's just our furnace. It's got a blower motor. It's like 5 horsepower, I'll tell you. That was me acting like I know anything about furnaces or cars. Did it come across well?
Yep.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to start this thing?
I suppose.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Tiffany.
I'm Scott.
And you're listening to Tell Me Something
I didn't
Terrible.
want to say hi. It felt inorganic. Yeah, you are. I snuck that in still.
I'm proud of you.
Because I asked you who you are and you said hi. And then anyway.
I'm awkward and I love it.
Anyway.
I love basking in just awkward situations too.
Just uncomfortable talking.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We should record a podcast.
We should.
Yep.
I also really enjoy knowing that I could make situations more awkward, but I've learned as a grown-up to keep my fucking mouth shut.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, being married to you and into your family, I've definitely learned to
throttle back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Remember the one time we went for dinner and you were all proud of me because I didn't cuss until I said the word shart?
Shart's not a cuss. It's an amalgamation of a cuss word and flatulence.
But like I remember walking out to the car and you were like, you did so good. And then you said shart. And I'm like, look, I'm sorry.
They probably don't even know what you're talking about.
Probably not.
She doesn't even know how to say words. We had what, 3 drinks before we started this?
Sure.
But I've changed my diet radically in the last week. Mm-hmm. So 3 drinks now is like 6 drinks for me a month ago.
Yeah. Struggling?
No, I'll be fine. But like 3 drinks used to be like a warm up. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like I switched to water because I was like, I'm going to be a mess if I keep going at this rate. So
luckily this is a short one.
Is it? Mm-hmm. I know that there's a theme of cursed objects because you had your nose deep into a book. Mm-hmm. And you posted it on yours. I need to post on the Twitter about all your Facebook posts.
Well, I should probably post things more often. I just don't because I'm lazy.
We don't want to bombard the people.
No, then people stop following you.
They got to appreciate that follow. Mm-hmm. Anywho, we're goals. You ready for goals? We are not very.
We have goals?
We're borderline goal-oriented people. Most of our goals are like just a consistency basis of podcasting.
Yep.
We let the rest of it fall.
We became inconsistent with the podcasting though, since we cut it back to a week.
Inconsistent with the podcasting?
Yeah, because we were doing 2 and now we're doing 1.
No. We're still, but we warned people of that. Anyway, we're at like 420 some followers or whatever on Facebook. End of the year.
Go.
End of the year, right? We got like 2 months. We should try to push to 500.
We should celebrate our 420
We should push to 500. 420 followers, yeah. But no, we should push towards 500. So if you're listening and you like us, just share 1 post. Any post. It doesn't have to be all the posts. We don't expect you to share all the posts. But if you share 1,
yeah.
If we can get to 500, we'll celebrate.
Tag a friend or something. What are we going to celebrate with?
We'll do a post and give away pins.
Okay.
Sound good?
Great.
Let's do that.
All right.
So if we get to 500 for the end of this year, celebrations, I'll do poppers.
Yep.
What are those things you pull and they shoot confetti and then you have to vacuum that shit up?
That's awful.
That's the grumpy 30-year-old in me. Like, God, these poppers with things.
They'd probably ruin our nice shark vacuum and we can't do that.
Yeah, we'll do them outside. Like over a bonfire pit.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's the goal. Everyone's on board now. Let's do it.
All right.
Get to 500.
Shamelessly plug us, guys.
Yes. Plug us hard until we get to
often.
500. Yes. Thoroughly.
All right.
With consent.
I think we've given them enough verbal consent.
Consensual plugging? I think that would come. I don't think that doesn't hit the same as shameless plugging. It's almost, it's too much.
It's a little too over the edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we did a ghost story last week to kick off Halloween.
We did? Oh, yeah. I
did.
I was like, no, we did a witch story. That was Patreon only.
It was.
If you wanted to hear that.
Yeah, for $1.
For a diller.
For a whole diller. A whole doll hair.
It's on all levels. Yeah, $1, $3, $5, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you want, it is on Patreon. I tell Tiff about witches. Mm-hmm. It was fun. Mm-hmm. You seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you didn't know about it,
I didn't.
which in its own right is an accomplishment.
It is.
No yawning over there.
I'm trying so hard. I was trying to sneak it in.
Pick it up, Nancy.
Okay, sorry.
I'm going to go make you some black tea.
As long as
That's
you
the caffeinated stuff, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yep. As long as you put whiskey in it, I'll be fine.
Whiskey? Mm-hmm. Do we even have whiskey in the house right now? Oh, yeah, Yukon Jack. I got you.
No. Speaking of Patreon, if you really want to hear me struggle through some really strong whiskey,
That was like
that's
episode 2. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that
a good
was
one.
a good one.
Anywho, we've been shamelessly plugged enough.
Yep. So this episode marks the beginning of October for our it's not the 1st, but it's the 4th, 5th.
Today's the 3rd. This will come out the 5th.
Okay. It'll come out the 5th. But we're going to do this whole month. It's going to be themed with cursed objects.
Ooh.
Except for a big one at the end.
So throw holy water on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Light some sage.
Mm-hmm. Wear some selenite.
What's that other shit you burned?
The other shit that I burned? The sticks? Oh, fuck. Pontosalo?
Sure.
Something like that?
I don't know. It smelled good.
It did. Yeah. And also, maybe wear some obsidian while we talk about these things. Protects you from negative spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like, I totally get it. When they say opposites attract.
Found a bunch of rocks. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this episode, I'm going to tell you about Robert the doll.
Robert?
The
doll?
The doll.
Is there a name for male dolls, or are they still dolls?
I think, yeah, they're still dolls.
Okay. I legitimately was asking. I don't know if they had a different name.
Dandies?
What?
Dukes?
What?
I'm trying to think of an alternative name for male dolls.
No, action figures.
Action. So Robert the action figure.
Yeah, no. Dolls are fine. Because like Dolly, like is a very.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah. So Robert.
Hey, if you were talking to the mic, that'd be
Sorry,
great.
I might have to move it down a little bit since
That's
I
fine.
look down a lot.
Embrace
Is it
the
still good?
thumb face while you read.
All my double chins.
Not a visual pod, sorry.
So Robert was made by the. Oh my God! This. Oh no! You gave me an.
You've got
anxiety
no
marker.
lead in your pencil?
No, I'm good.
You must.
I'll take an anxiety pencil
Here,
instead of an
take that.
anxiety pen.
Oh my goodness! At least you can erase your
Lines.
underlining. Yeah.
So Robert was made by the Steiff Company, who is a German toy company that invented the teddy bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steiff.
Yep. Steiff. Steiff. Steiff.
As long as it wasn't the Stiff Company. Yeah.
So
Making
he was invented
stiff
by the
dolls.
Stiff Company.
Yeah.
So he was made in 1904. And of course, like all fantastical stories, there is some murkiness behind how Robert Jean Otto acquired his namesake doll. One story goes that it was from a housemaid from either Jamaica or the Bahamas that she gave the doll to Jean. Another was Robert the doll was made specially for the boy, modeled after him. But the most likely is that Jean, which is Robert the human's name that he wound up going by.
Okay.
He was given the doll from
Just to distinguish so that people weren't like Robert the doll or Robert the human.
Yeah. Yep. Jean is the human. So he was given the doll from his grandfather, who brought it here from Germany.
You said this was 1904?
The doll was made in 1904.
When are Raggedy Ann and Andy from? Just for some context. You don't know this off the top of your head?
I had a Raggedy Ann doll. Not Annabelle, but a Raggedy Ann doll.
Raggedy
Well, he Googles that.
Ann.
Did you find it?
She's creepy as fuck.
That's what the real Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann
The
doll.
patent for the Raggedy Ann doll came out in 1915. So this, predates.
Precursor, yeah.
It's creepy.
The Annabelle dolls?
Yes.
You should Google Robert while you're at it.
No. I'm okay with that.
Good. He's horrifying.
Yeah, because Raggedy Ann's like a Mona Lisa.
Yeah, she got her stitched on smile.
Mm-hmm.
So, no matter how Jean acquired Robert, Jean grew overly fond of this 40-inch tall straw-stuffed doll, originally intended to be part of a clown-themed window display.
Okay.
He named the doll Robert after himself and dressed him in one of his old childhood sailor suits and drug it around everywhere with him. Soon his relationship grew into what was described by the locals as, quote, an unhealthy relationship.
Okay, we're teetering on creepy territory.
Gene even developed a second voice that he said was Robert's when they engaged in play conversation.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
it was like some high-pitched... it has to be high-pitched, right? No?
No.
Did Robert have a deeper voice than Gene?
So Gene even referred to Robert in the first person as if he were alive, which isn't strange because, like, our child...
This is that creepy part of the Jack Whitehall who travels with his dad, and they get that weird, creepy doll, Winston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Winston.
And he
put him in they went to, like, where did they go? It wasn't
remember.
Singapore, but it was something Cambodia, I think, and he
Yeah.
had him in the
I don't remember.
suitcase, and he got lost.
If you watch Jack Whitehall Travels with His Father, it's something like that on Netflix. It's a pretty funny show, but then they introduce this creepy doll they named Winston.
It was supposed to be good luck.
Yeah. And it starts off, and it's a joke. It's a running joke, but it's
but they really embraced it as him being like a real thing.
And it's overly lifelike, so I feel like that adds to the creepiness. But it's just, this is what this is reminding me of, but
Yes.
but not done in the vein of comedy, done in the vein of like companionship, which is unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yep. So, eventually, though, his parents noticed strange behaviors developing and unexplainable phenomena taking place. They would hear Gene whispering to Robert in his room, and then one day, a low, deep voice answered back.
So it was a deep voice. It's Gene and Robert.
Yes. So his parents began finding mutilated toys, and one night they woke to Gene screaming, only to find him in bed, surrounded by all of his bedroom furniture flipped and broken. And any time that something bad happened, Gene would blame it all on Robert. He'd be like, I didn't do it. Robert did it. Yes. So other neighborhood children and locals swore that Robert the doll would watch them from Gene's second-story turret-style bedroom, which is like what I always wanted.
Yeah.
Like the bedroom from Hocus Pocus on the top where they get to climb up the ladder and it's like a little gazebo on the house.
Little lookout thing?
Yes. Can we do that?
Here?
Yes.
Doubtful.
It's already tall enough. Let's make it even taller.
I mean, we could put dormers up in the attic, but I don't know about a turret.
Nope. Turret.
Unless it's functional.
Yes. In the state of the world? Yes.
Okay.
So, all of the locals and the children, they all claimed that they saw Robert the doll move from one window to another. He would disappear and then reappear a few moments later. Eventually, locals avoided walking near the house altogether. So there was a plumber that recounted his interaction with Robert the doll. He was alone in the house, but kept hearing children's laughter. Robert was sitting in the living room, and the plumber swears that the doll would move from one side of the window to the other, and that tiny objects that were resting on Robert's lap would wind up on the other side of the living room, as if they'd been thrown there.
A little sus.
Yep. So eventually, Gene moved out and went to college to study art, and then made his way back home after traveling abroad to Paris, where he wound up meeting his soon-to-be wife, Annette Parker. So
Part of the throuple with Robert?
Yep.
Okay.
So, when his parents died, Gene inherited the house where Robert still occupied his childhood home. Soon, his Florida Keys home was dubbed the Artist House, and Gene's wife, Annette, allegedly was not a fan of the throuple, and she made Gene move Robert to the attic.
Okay.
But the couple and their visitors could still hear child's laughter and little footsteps running upstairs. So eventually, Annette passed away. Rumors were aplenty. Some people claimed that his wife had died from insanity after she locked Robert in the attic. Yeah.
Okay.
So Robert clearly was not a fan of the throuple either.
No.
Nope.
I wanted Gene to himself.
So Gene lived another 2 years or so before he passed. So local lore says that Gene holed himself away and he painted portraits of Robert.
It's not creepy at all.
So a lady came along named Myrtle Reuter, and she bought the artist's home in 1974 and took on the role of Robert the doll's new caretaker.
Good, because a doll needs a caretaker. Yeah.
So she wound up changing the mansion into a bed and breakfast that you can still go to.
Is Robert the doll still there?
No, he's not. We'll get to it. So visitors to her home would also hear the giggling and the running footsteps, and that objects were moved around the house on their own accord, or on like Robert's accord. So eventually, after putting up with 20 years of his shenanigans, Myrtle donated Robert the doll to a local museum. And then Myrtle died a few months after.
Not suspicious.
I think it was Robert.
You think it was Robert?
For sure. So...
You don't think it was the house?
No.
She's still in the house. I'm just saying.
Well, I guess rumor has it that she like moved out at some point in the 80s and she took Robert with her wherever she'd moved, and then she came back. Like, I don't know why the doll came with the house. I don't know why she kept it, because I get like some stuff gets like left behind in auctions and things, but...
It had to be like pretty well known at this point if like all the townspeople knew about it.
Yeah, I suppose, probably. Unless she was not a local.
Still, like
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's a creepy doll that would move window to window."
Yeah. Oh, I should look up a picture and show you.
I'll look it up. You keep reading.
Okay. So
I'm less important here.
So she bought the home. She donated him to the museum. So once the museum heard the rumors of Robert's haunting, the curators decided to put him in his own little sealed box and on display.
So he is in a little sailor's costume. Mm-hmm. It's creepy.
He's very creepy.
Keep reading.
What do you think of him?
Robert the doll? Mm-hmm. I mean, he's not malicious looking.
No.
He looks fairly harmless. Why does he have a toy dog?
I don't know.
He's got like a toy chihuahua.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Okay. So he can now be found at the Fort East Martello Museum, still in the Florida Keys on Key West, in all his creepy glory, in his little sailor suit and his aged, scarred, slightly like misshapen, bug-eyed face, with his own little big-eyed stuffed dog to keep him company.
His little chihuahua, yeah.
Mm-hmm, and it sits on his lap. So here...
That's Bobby the chihuahua.
Just keep passing it down.
Yeah.
And the little chihuahua's going to little mouse, and he's going to name him Bob. Mm-hmm. So...
Roboito. That should have been the chihuahua's name.
Oh, clever. So here at the museum, he's known for causing lights to flicker and security cameras to malfunction. And visitors swear that his facial expressions change.
That's just the owner of the museum not wanting to pony up and fix the electrical.
Yes. So now Robert lives out his days putting minor hexes on...
Lives out his days? He's inanimate. He's not going to die. You act like he's like in a nursing home. What are you doing over there?
There's hair on this thing.
On this microphone?
Yeah.
They can hear you fingering that microphone for that hair. Leave it be, lady.
I got it. It's fine. Well, yeah, I mean,
she's
like...
a waxer. Stray hairs really bother.
It does. So, I mean, he's like obviously possessed. He's going to live forever in this doll.
Will he?
Yeah.
What if we burn it?
Then you'll probably get possessed.
What about exercising it?
You'll probably get possessed.
Some push-ups? That's an exercising joke. That's terrible.
That was really bad.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
So
will Robert.
So now that Robert lives out his days, putting minor hexes on visitors who dare to mock him or photograph him without asking first. Since going on display in 1994 at the Fort East Motel Museum, where you can still visit Robert today, if you really wanted to, if you're down there. The curators and his current caretaker, Corey Convertito, they've received over 1,000 letters sent to Robert, and they currently adorn the wall behind the doll, asking for his forgiveness and for him to alleviate his curse. So every person that's walked through there that has like made fun of him or taken a photograph without asking first, they say that they hexed him. So after visiting Robert and being disrespectful little shits, people have blamed all sorts of mishaps on Robert's curses, ranging from car accidents, broken bones, lost jobs, divorces, blown tires, etc. Like everything bad. Yeah. People swear happened immediately after visiting Robert the doll.
Seems a bit presumptuous, but okay.
So fans will send
letters.
Letters.
Causation thing we never know the saying.
Oh my gosh, you should Google it.
No.
No, it's correlation and not causation. Oh my God.
No, I liked better when we didn't know.
Oh my God. That's literally taken 2 fucking weeks to figure out that expression.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm so excited right
No,
now.
no,
I
I liked
cry.
when we were like, causation doesn't correlate with correct. What? No, it was
What's
better.
that expression again?
It was better when we didn't know.
We've been drinking.
Hey, just tonight.
Yeah, sure. I drank last night, but it was a stressful evening.
That's fine.
So, fans will also send letters, like just fans, not just the people that he's cursed, will send letters to Robert along with candy because he has a sweet tooth, money, and some people have even...
honey, Bobby's got a sweet tooth. Send me some sugar. That's my Bobby, Robert the Doll voice. He's like an eccentric, potentially gay man. That's where that voice I felt like was going. I was like trying to be stereotypical Bobby voice. It's because the only Bobby we know is from Queer Eye. That's why. See?
Oh, yeah.
That's a Bobby.
Yeah.
It's the only Bobby I know that's still called Bobby.
Not Hank Hill. Not...
Damn it, Bobby? No.
So, they sent him candy, money, and some people have even sent him some pot.
What?
They sent
Why
him
does
joints.
Robert the Doll need pot? He will literally get burst into flames. We've talked about
Really?
this.
Yeah. He's like, what? He was made in 1904. So how old is he?
He's over 100.
117 years old.
That's pre-asbestos, too.
Yeah, it is.
He's from 1905, not 1904. But
This is 1904.
you said... Anyway.
I wrote the whole thing down.
I thought you said 1905.
No. Right? Please tell me it's 117 years.
1904? Yeah. It's
Yay.
math.
Big deal.
Yes.
So, every letter is cataloged along with a slew of emails that the museum is sent.
Someone at that museum needs a better job.
Her name... No, she loves her job.
She gets paid to catalog fan mail for a doll? Mm-hmm. I have the wrong job.
Yes. No, I mean, she's a curator, so she does a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So Corey will occasionally respond to some of these letters on Robert's behalf. Mostly,
That seems a bit...
it's mostly to children.
Why are children writing a cursed doll?
Have you met our child? Give her 2 years. Her spooky ass making the blood spattered freaking sign for her door to keep out will be writing a cursed object. Like, you know it.
Fan mail? No. Whatever.
I finally got her to sit down and watch Hocus
Her
Pocus
letter
tonight.
would be like, Robert, I like your chihuahua. Signed, Lily.
We should name it Sandy.
Yeah. You should name it Yokato Taco Bell.
So
What happened to the Taco Bell chihuahua? That's what I want to know.
I think it's a little racist.
Is it?
Yes.
Not it's stereotypical. I don't know if
A lot of stereotypical stuff
Yeah.
rides that line.
that's true. Taco
Yeah.
Bell is like the farthest thing from Spanish culture
Yeah. It's not.
or Latino
It's
culture,
not,
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not any of it.
No.
Yeah. So anyway.
Were those from the 90s?
Yes.
Okay.
Late
Do you
90s.
remember what was the animal honeycomb, like the weird monster child thing from
Yes.
that? What was that thing called?
I don't know, but I know how to. I know how to draw him.
He looks like Primeape or whatever from
He does.
Pokemon. Yeah. Anyway, I thought he had a name. Anyway,
He probably does. It's
That's just
probably
where
like
my brain
chaos
went.
or something like that.
that's just where
Stupid.
my brain went.
Yeah.
No, he's probably called like the honeycomber or something stupid.
Yeah. Marketing. It wasn't the best back in the 90s. They just put sugar in it and were like, they'll get addicted soon. It'll be fine.
Right? Proceed. Sorry, my brain went down a weird 90s path.
And he says, I have ADHD.
No, you say, and you send me 7 TikToks that say you have ADHD
Look,
every day.
I do.
Send me 7 TikToks every day.
I sat coffee on top of the chicken in the refrigerator and then accused you of taking all the chicken to work.
And
And my
yet I
brain's-
couldn't balance or cold brew coffee on a chicken breast if you made me. So maybe you're just skilled beyond your knowledge.
Yeah, my brain just blocks out almost everything.
That's good.
Yep. So anyway,
No. This is better. Let's just talk. I'm just kidding.
so she writes these letters, or she responds to children's letters, and sometimes she'll respond to like the more poignant letters, the ones, I don't know, what she deems appropriate to respond to.
With Robert's consent, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. So consent is key. It is also her job to give Robert his yearly checkup. So she's checking for like fading and damage. She weighs him to make sure that like he's not losing any volume, like things are like degrading inside
Yeah, it
of
makes him turn and cough.
Yeah. Give him a good squeeze. Mm-hmm. And when she's asked...
Well, he's over 40 now. You got a prostate too.
So when she's asked if she believes Robert is truly haunted, Corey says, quote, "I don't really know. I've never had a bad experience with him. I've never felt uncomfortable. He probably has with those prostate exams.
Yeah.
It's always been a very basic relationship, and I have a job to do, and I go and I do it. And whether there's something to it or not, he just allows me to get on with my job."
The way she talks about it, she definitely thinks of him as more than just a doll.
Yeah. Yeah, which implies there has to be like
Yeah,
something.
she may not think he's quote unquote like haunted or cursed, but
Yeah.
she definitely thinks there's some sort of there's more than face value to him.
Yeah. I think that, like, I don't know if she's been working with him since 1994, but I'm assuming she's at least heard stories from 1994 on that would, like, make you question exactly what reality is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least what his depths are.
Yeah. So, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
No one dies?
I mean, like, Myrtle dies.
3 people did die.
Yeah, Myrtle dies, and, you know, she just happened to die a couple months after giving Robert, you know, away. And then, like, and then Annette,
Jean's wife was
Annette dies.
murdered by Robert.
Yeah. You know, so no one is murdered, but, like, allegedly no one was
So
murdered.
did you put this on the next time we go to Florida list?
Yes.
Okay.
But you got to drive over that bridge to get to the Keys. Or go on a boat.
So you're excited.
Nope.
How long is the bridge to the Keys?
Miles long.
It's like a series of bridges too, like between each island.
It's fucking horrifying.
I've never been.
I'll add that to my list.
Of
I'm sure there's somebody that's died on it.
somebody that's Yugo'd themselves off the side.
Yes.
Whee!
But on a side note, there is a movie based on Robert the Doll, simply called Robert. It was made in 2015, and it has an IMDb rating of 3.2 stars.
Out of 10?
Yes.
That's not great.
Nope.
Does it have at least one C-list celebrity we've heard of?
I didn't check the
Ooh,
cast.
girl.
Looking it up
you
right
know
now.
what I'm going to do?
Yep. So I'm really excited to finish this busy and watch Robert.
Robert. Oh, shit. I don't know how to look that up. Robert the Doll movie?
Yeah, it's just called Robert.
That's fine. Robert.
You're looking up the cast right now before we do sources?
The director was Andrew Jones.
Sure.
No idea who that is. I don't know any of these people.
Perfect.
Like they're all white people.
Because white people are the dumbest people in horror
Flynn
movies.
Allen plays
clue.
Gene.
Sure.
He's only
Oh, they have, like,
18. He's from the UK.
What?
He's been in a bunch of other.
Of course, they got someone with a British
Shitty
accent
movies.
to play a pretentious
Susie
artist.
Frances Garton is in it.
Sure.
Who's in a bunch of other shitty movies. So yeah, Rahel Kapsaski is in it.
Sounds spicy.
She's a painter, actress, producer, and model.
Real spicy.
She was in Spiderlings, Anarchy in the UK.
That sounds like
She
my
was
kind
in
of movie.
Bundy in the Green River Killer.
What?
Yep. She was in. I don't know.
I have all these movies I have to write down.
Right?
We have to watch.
No, I don't know about all that.
Yes.
These are all C-list English horror movie stars.
Great.
Because all of them have been in a shit ton of shitty horror movies that are all English.
That sounds amazing.
Does it?
All right, everybody, you have homework. Watch Robert.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
come back
Hold on.
And have a discussion.
There's Robert. There's The Curse of Robert, The Toy Maker, and The Revenge of Robert, which are all a series of Robert movies. There's 4 of them.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I know. Oh, Scott. I know what we're doing this weekend.
We're binge watching the Robert movies.
Yes.
I don't know if that's 100% necessary.
We need to find them. Everybody find them. Watch them. And then we're going to have an open discussion about them on
There's
Facebook.
no way that you can even, like, what are they? They're on Tubi for free.
Great.
In Vudu for free.
Voodoo doesn't exist anymore.
Have you seen the movie trailer for this?
Nope.
The Curse of Robert?
I'm so excited.
It looks so shitty. And it sounds like fucking Harry Potter.
It sounds like a shitty jewelry box that you get from the dollar store.
Well, just wait till you see the actual... It's about it in the
In
museum.
this museum.
Wait till you see the. It doesn't even look like the doll. That's why I don't like it.
Is that the doll?
No.
That's just some other creepy
One
kid?
exhibit. Yeah. I'm just watching. Nope. None of this is. Wait till they show it.
Makes
It is
some good, like, planters out of those doll heads, though.
Yeah, some planters.
Mhm.
Succulents coming through the eyes. You
Yep.
creep.
What's that say?
That one.
Oh, they made him look like the Annabelle doll. Not the real one, like the one from the movie.
They made him look. Okay, who's the dude who's like
Chucky.
the FBI guy that's like in cahoots with the Boondock Saints?
Oh my god. No, stop right now. He's in every fucking movie ever.
That's who this looks like. Right?
Oh,
Doesn't
no.
it? What's his name?
William Dafoe.
William. That fucking looks like William Dafoe. I'm screenshotting that right there. He doesn't look anything like the actual doll. It looks like a cracked out William Dafoe with one glazed over eye. That's what they did. That's his name. Goodness gracious. Oh,
I'm so excited.
to watch that movie?
Yes.
I'm not doing it sober.
No.
That'll be tomorrow night's problem.
Yep.
I'm too tired tonight. I won't make it. Tomorrow night. Yeah.
We'll check back in, guys.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Should we do that? We'll do that live on our we should do that live via something else.
Twitch.
Yeah, we can do a live viewing party of. We have Discord that nobody's in.
We'll figure it out.
We could all watch it together on Discord.
Oh.
That's for Patreons only.
I don't even think our patrons would want to do that to themselves.
Hey, I occasionally post stuff in the Schitt's Creek memes only page on Patreon.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Anyway, do you have sources for this?
I do. So I used The Cursed Objects by J.W. Ocker.
That's the book you've been reading?
Yep.
That's going to be a theme for the month, I see.
Mm-hmm. And then I read 2 articles from atlasobscura.com, which is Robert the Doll and the story behind the world's most terrifying haunted doll.
Only in your state of Florida?
Not only in the state, but allthat'sinteresting.com.
Oh, yeah? Is that a
very
website
similar.
where do you accept the cookies to proceed?
I don't know. So their article was called Meet Robert the Doll, and I used robertthedoll.org.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it has his bio and everything.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I feel like William Dafoe should add that to his IMDb.
Yeah, he
IMDb,
should.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will watch it
Yes.
because I know her, and we will.
Yes.
All 4 of them.
So excited.
You think they're in a box set for like $6 at Walmart? All 4 of them?
No, it's way too obscure for that.
That's true.
We're going to have to go like
Amazon.
deep. No.
You're like, I won't.
We'll have to go like
eBay.
deep thrift store. Yes. I bet you eBay would have it.
Yes. They're on only DVD. They're not even Blu-ray.
We're going to have to get a VHS.
They were
Even though they came out in 2015,
I was gonna say,
we're still going to need to
the
get
latest
a VHS.
one came out
on VCR.
4 years ago, yeah, and it's on bootleg DVD is all. Yeah. So that was fun,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to watch William Dafoe star as Robert the Doll.
I am too.
All right, thanks for listening.
And if you've made it this far,
Congrats.
we're proud of you.
Are we?
Yes.
I mean,
The next one's going to be way heavier. So I hope you got your giggles in.
is it going to be way heavier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like trigger warnings.
Is
and
it
everything
Russian?
heavier.
Should we do vodka?
No, it's
No?
not Russian. It's Hungarian.
What do Hungarians drink? I don't know, but that's my research for
Yep.
next week. Okay. We'll have a Hungarian-themed cocktail to go with our Hungarian-themed horrible episode.
Yep.
Everyone's excited.
Or we can do one that's very like 1920s, I don't know, 60s based.
Next Sunday, I'm looking forward to being Hungarian over.
No.
No? Oh, man, I was thinking about that, and I was like, is that funny? I'm going to say it. I don't care.
No, it really was funny. I'm just mean.
You're just facetious and
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yep. Billie Holiday links back to this.
Billie Holiday?
You know, Strange Fruit.
Strange Fruit?
I made you listen to it. I listened to it on Spotify and sat on the top of our chairs, the top of our stairs, and cried.
Okay. That has to do with
The
this
one.
next cursed object? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I was all excited about Hungarian cocktails, and then you bring the mood down.
I did.
That's what she does.
Yep.
She's going to do that for an hour next week, guys.
Yep.
So I will post the cocktail Monday night. How about that? On the
Sounds good.
Twitter.
Yep.
Follow us at TMST Pod,
Yep.
which it's going to tell you that in like 30 seconds when you hear the end cap of this pod.
Or you skip over the end cap of this pod.
That's fine. But if you've never listened to the very end, we don't have like an after credits Easter egg, but there is like, I think it's funny.
It's painfully awkward, and we were told we should redo it, but you
No,
won't
no,
let go of it because you're like...
Not the end cap, the last bit where it plays the music, and then at the end it's got like your little bit of audio.
Oof, that was terrible.
Yeah, way to spoil it for people that don't
Sorry.
listen till then. Okay, listen this one time, guys. Just listen to the very end. All the way, please. No, just kidding. Anyway, thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, enjoy your October.
Yeah.
Suck down a PSL.
Please?
Please. Do you have stock in pumpkin spice?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go nutmeg her.
Wow.
That's a pumpkin spice joke. You're going to make a latte. No? Does that mean something else? I'm behind the times.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to our terrible podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at TMSTPod.
And if you'd like to support the show, you can find us on Patreon at Tell Me Something Terrible.
Oof, that was terrible.